Hi, and welcome back to DBU. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. It helps me out, and it costs you nothing. Today I have with us here in studio Jason Jenkins, correct?
Yes.
And one of the things that I was going to ask you, when you were here doing your performance 2 weeks ago, you rolled in with this really badass thing that you rolled out, and it looked like a doctor's scalpel kit, but instead of it being a scalpel, it's this variety of nail files.
Yeah.
Can you sort of fill me in on what that's all about?
Well, what happens is I use my nails to play the guitar, and I use ultraviolet gel on top of my nails. When I play, they tend to get a little serrated. So every now and then, I have to take the nail files and file it down, smooth it out, and then I get a buffer. I buff it up. So I'm using like two or three different files all together to make sure that it's nice and buffed up and that it doesn't have any hard edges on it. Because when you're picking on it, especially on the nylon string, you hear that.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, from the nail.
So, big question. And it's almost an unfair question to ask you because I'm making you choose here on the spot. Flamenco versus metal, which is better?
Well, no, I understand the question, and I get this asked all the time because of what I do.
Yeah.
But what a lot of people also don't know about me is that I had a fusion jazz band. Also, I was a session guitar player in New York, doing all kinds of music, from pop to country to rap. Everything you can imagine I've done. But versus what I like to do, my heavy metal sounds like flamenco.
Okay.
So. But at the same time, sometimes I just want to hear classical music,
Yeah.
In all honesty, I'd rather hear some Debussy or Bartok or something like that. But I also view music as kind of like food. You don't eat Italian unless you live in Italy. You're not going to eat Italian every day. But, if I want to go out to eat, to be like, oh, maybe we'll get some Thai today. Then the next time you go eating, you say, oh, let's go to, a steakhouse or, whatever.
Yeah.
So I like the variety. And I think music is about a variety.
So, switching gears, what age did you start playing guitar?
I was about 12 or 13.
Try to articulate if you can. I imagine for you, this is not the first time you've done like a live to 2-track thing.
No.
How was this experience here at DBU Ranch different than previous experiences doing this elsewhere? Or was it?
Well, I think, first of all, the equipment is fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
That's one. Working with you, hanging out with you, and just hanging out and talking, just even like this.
It's fun.
Which we've actually, you and I have already had conversations like this. We're just happy to be recording this. And I always have a great time talking with you because you're knowledgeable. You know what you're talking about. You have like real experience. The room itself is great. The sound's fantastic. You got all the right microphones. I mean, this.
I know the Studer.
The Studer. I mean, that just. It's just like.
It sounds.
I mean, how are you going to beat that?
I don't think you can, which is why I have it.
You can't. And you're dumping it right into the Pro Tools, which has been my dream my whole life.
Yeah, they work really well with each other. In fact, as you know, we've discussed this before. I'm not a fan of recording direct into Pro Tools because I don't particularly like the sound of it. But the sound going through that signal path is just, in my humble opinion, it's as good as it gets. And that's why I use it. So you've told me some stories in previous conversations, one in particular about a former instructor that you had who kind of gave you crap because he acknowledged your talent, but allegedly took issue with some of your stylistic things. Maybe you can...
No, he wasn't my instructor. He was the famous Paco de Lucia. The greatest flamenco guitar player that ever lived. So when Paco met me, we were just about to shake hands, and the lady who is the interviewer from the newspaper that interviewed me just the day before, she says, "This is Jason Jenkins. He does flamenco and rock." And then he paused shaking my hand, and he gave me a little 2-finger handshake like this, and didn't even grab my hand, and he was just very offended by the fact that I did rock. He allowed me to hang out with him, and for me, they were just like, "Hey, say whatever you want. You're God." You know, I worship at the altar, Paco de Lucia.
That's funny. So, Paco de Lucia aside, would there be any other famous person that you would put on your list of like super proud to have worked with? Fill in the blank.
Well, I was super proud to work with. I did a gig. It was an impromptu gig with Al Di Meola.
Oh.
Who also played with Paco de Lucia quite a bit. They did the tours together, and that was a big influence on me as well.
So, favorite record?
My favorite record. That's a tough one. I don't know. Houses of the Holy.
Okay. I'll take that.
You know, that was absolutely one of my favorite records.
Very landmark.
Yeah, Physical Graffiti also. I mean, I always was a big Led Zeppelin fan, and they still blow me away, you know.
Two last things. The first of which will be your biggest success in music, followed up by any promo links you'd like to give the viewers so they know how to find you online, aside from our YouTube channel, because part of this is supporting local music, and we want you to throw your, as we said in the last interview, your digits out there. So, biggest success in music.
You know, right now, I happen to probably be the most working guitarist in San Diego. I've never had so much work in my life. This is compared to the way it was just a few months earlier, when I had almost no work because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, but you know, when I was managed to get on I played one song on Santana record. For me, once I got on that, to me that was just like, wow, I've actually, my name is on something that.
Yeah.
You know, I can't believe I'm on a Santana record.
Yeah.
You know, as far as my how to get in touch with me, how to find me, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook. I do Snapchat and TikTok, and I've been telling this in my live shows. I still don't know how to use those two. Eventually, I'll figure it out, or I got to get some person to help me out with that. But Jason Joseph Jenkins is generally how you find me, or my website, jasonjenkinsguitarist.com.
Very good. Well, Jason, thank you for agreeing to come back out here today. I know it's a little bit of a distance, especially for a 30-minute interview, but I do appreciate it.
It was my pleasure.
I appreciate you playing on this channel. I wanted to get you out here, and you were in the back of my mind the minute I started this thing, because I knew that you would be an easy sell to people. And I actually can't wait to see this episode myself, because as the viewer doesn't know, I had my head buried on the mixing console and I wasn't able to actually see the performance. Brock did. And Brock had told me, dude, it was outstanding. So I haven't seen it. I'm going to see it as soon as you guys do. How's that? So thank you again. Heartfelt appreciation for your commitment to this channel. And to you guys, thank you again. As I said earlier, please subscribe. You're helping us out. And you'll have more DBU episodes coming at you. So please stay tuned. Thank you.
Thanks.